Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Risk Legends Season 3 is about to begin. And of course, at the start of every tournament, you have time problems and lots of other things going on. You might want to talk to people in the tourney help link there if you need to organize your times. There has been some conflict with the Saturday and Thursday time zone thing, so you can always check into that. If you have any questions, we can answer them in the tourney help. Tourney chat is where everybody starts to organize their games. Each spreadsheet has been released. There might be people switching up spots, so you might notice changes to the spreadsheet as you go. This is a player run, player organized tournament, so the more you can make it easy, the better this tournament will be. Right now, qualifying rounds have been organized, so your groups are out there. The spreadsheet is in the tournament announcement link. You can also go to the lobbies and see what you find there for information. Lobby 1 for Group 1, Lobby 2 for Group 2. When you're on the spreadsheet, you can slide it to the right and see your countdown for your time. You can see a lot of different stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over a little bit of this right now. Let's see if I can pop this up somehow. Switch this over quickly to that. And then I will add me Discord. Where'd it go? There we are. Boom. And just like that, we're there. Okay, so here we are. We're in Potato Paradise, and if you're looking for information, you're going to want to slide up and make sure you open up all the little things to find stuff. So you can go up here, and if this is closed, you won't see the stuff underneath it. So you give it a little click where you see the little eyeballs over here. So you can go to the info page. For anybody that you want to get to join into Potato Paradise, you can copy this link here and send a direct message to them, or they can come to the info page themselves, or you can send them there, link them to it. Then you have your announcements page and your tournament announcements page. Here's where we find most of our information. All right, there's a technical issue. Here we go. Spud's already on it. So let's go back to the top here, and we'll start up and explain what's going on. So here's where the settings are in the tournament announcements. There has been a slight adjustment. We'll see that as we go. Round 1 is going to be New York. Well, this isn't the qualifying round. We still get to play a free round, no points involved, voice chat, communication. Get to figure out how to do this tournament. And then you get to play round 1 once you play your qualifying round or show up for your qualifying round. So here's the settings. You can look at them if you'd like. You can find them in the settings and info click page on your spreadsheet. You can see all the different settings. It's a variation of free-for-all games. So now you know there's Risk Legends stuff. You can use these banners if you're a streamer. So qualifying groups have been created. Please check and take note of when you're playing. This round is the qualifying round. You can play any mode settings you like. There will be no points for this round, so it does not matter where you place your bounties obtained. All that matters is showing up. Now, if it's a zombies game, you can only have 5 players in your group. Just remember that one. Anyone that does not play in this qualifier will not move on to round 1. If you need to edit your availability or have any questions, please ping the event staff by using that exact thing right there. And then if you right there in tourney help. So you got rewards for the winner all the way down to 6th. All these games are player hosted. Ping your own groups and report your own group results. And then you can go into your Legends spreadsheet. Here we go. Just like that. Switch that over. Boom, there it is. So you'll find your group over here, group number. The players are in your group, the name's there. So you just have to put the @ symbol before their name when you go to inform them of what's going on. And if you're in group 1, you can do that in your lobby in the text channel. It says your game's 1 day, 9 hours away and 54 minutes. That is Wednesday at UTC 2 o'clock. Alright, so you got to make sure that when you're doing your calculations, you use a 24-hour time clock, buddy, to do your conversions for your times. But there's your lobbies. It goes up to 8. So each group, as soon as you get to 8, you're going to reset back to the next number, right? So here we go. There's my group right there. 5, 6, 7, and then we'll have 8, and then you'll notice it will switch over to number 1 again here at the bottom for group 9. So if you're in group 9 and you need to communicate, you look for group lobby 1 and just let them know that you're in group 9 and you're pinging these players to let them know what you're thinking about games and what you want to play for your qualifier round. Alright, so you can continue, we could continue looking at this, or I could show you just a quick game breakdown form. This is where the form will be filled in with everybody who finished 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and then their bounties will be reported here. It'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 at the most per game, unless it's some zombies game or something else happens in a different game. Your scorecard is where you'll find your points for each round. Your settings info page is where you'll find all the information qualifier round. All that participate will qualify into this round right here. You get to make it. It gets to be determined by your group with your communication in your lobby or in tournament chat. You can set up your own little group messaging thing too if you're good with Discord. Makes it easier to keep out of the chat lines and easier to find your information for each other. World Time Clock Buddy is very important. This is where people get confused. So let's go over and take a quick look at it. So you're going to change this to make sure it's 24-hour, not just MX, right? MX doesn't give you a 24-hour clock everywhere. But if you do a 24 clock there, and let's say that we put the UTC time code first, UTC, punch that in, boom. Then you punch in where you live, and I'm going to say I live in Toronto, just because it's close to where I live, and we'll just click on that. Boom, there's Toronto at the bottom. Okay, so I want to play, let's say I'm going to set up my games. I wanted to make sure I set them up properly. I like playing in the morning sometimes. Let's say I'm going to play at 9 in the morning, right? UTC, that is 1400. Now we got to remember UTC is split down the middle of Europe, and the time of the day starts differently for some places. So let's go over to New Zealand. New Zealand. Let's do Auckland. And as you can see, Tuesday's right there. And UTC, that's 11. Right? So if it's 1 in the morning on Tuesday morning, UTC is 12 noon. But for me, it's 7 in the morning. For somebody in Moscow, for somebody in Cairo, somebody in London. You can keep adding more time zones to get used to the understanding of how the time changes across the globe and where it works. And then when it comes to your days, you can check the next day. So that's March 7th, right? Let's go to March 8th. Well, let's go back and see what day my game was. Let's pop that back up. Just going to take a quick peek to make sure I know what day my game was. Go back down to my, I could change that back over, I guess. But we're going to go back down to here. So we'll look at this qualifying round, game breakdown, right? There's the qualifying round. So I'm going to look at mine again. Where's my name? Right there. So I'm going to be in lobby 4, chatting it up with these people, letting them know what we're thinking about our game. We've already had a conversation. Nobody's really decided what we're doing yet. We still have a little bit of time to figure it out. So Wednesday at 1400. Let's see, where are we going? Time converter. Wednesday, 1400. What's today? Wednesday the 8th, March 8th. I want to go to 1400, UTC. So I'm playing at 9 in the morning. There it is. You can figure it out that way. You can figure it out other ways, but that's one of the easiest ways. Right, there's the clocks, there's the dates at the top. Make sure you got the right time zone that you're in. Make sure you've changed it to 24-hour up to the top, because everything then turns into 24-hour clock. Remember, the low numbers are early in the morning, high numbers are late in the evening. Okay, so we'll continue on, look back to the Rest Legends layout here. All you have to do is jump right back into the Discord to the practice VC, so we can even check into that if we want. Let's go back over here to the Discord. Here we are. So now you can check on the left hand side here. You can open up the things to see what you need to see. And then near to the bottom, you've got general chat. In the middle here, you got Dr. Maddie, just in case you need to vent about your games. Studios for the people live streaming. There's your UTC clock. So whatever time it is at your house, right at the time you're in there, you can look at the time. Right now it says 16:22 here. For me, that's 11:23 a.m. And you can go into your tourney chats here. Tourney help for your help. So there's the chat. You can see people in there right now. Organized. I just told somebody the zombies isn't for 6 players because you can't fit the 6th player in there. Your qualifier, you should have a 6-player game. If you don't, you can use zombies. And you got your tournament help, changing up times. Then you got your game lobbies. So of course this is where we're going to be texting in our game lobbies. Let's go to my lobby in game 4. Here we are, all but zombies. There we go. This is what we were talking about. Game is Wednesday, 2 p.m. UTC. I am changing groups so I can guarantee my advancement into the first round. I lied. It's going to be fun stuff. So there you go. Then if we're talking to each other, we can go into the lobby right here, clicking right onto it. All right, and then I can confirm that I'm changing voice channels, but I'm not going to do that right now because I'm live in the stream. For practices, you can go down here and talk in the practice VC. There's other games and other things you can choose to do while you're here at Potato Paradise. All you have to do is go to the top here, right where the info is, and the self-assign roles is right underneath it. You can go in there, pick all the roles you want to join into any of the stuff that goes on and get pings for things. You got to remember, during tournament time, you'll be getting a lot of pings if you have everything notifications on. And if you have your notifications off, got to be careful of not missing some pings that are important. So keep on looking into the Potato Paradise chats. We'll see what's going on in general chat. You can know what's going on with people. Attorney help, such and so forth. Answers to questions. You can wine and vent. Alright, there you go. You got some ideas of what's going on. What else do we need to know? Got artwork. Got the waiting room. If you don't have any permissions, you just have to type into chat, let somebody know. Use the add event staff. You get a hold of people, attorney help to move some things around, figure stuff out. We're trying to swap with each other by reaching out to each other to arrange changes. Don't just ask the staff to do it for you. You have to try and find somebody to switch with you. Let's see what else we got going on here. So there you go. You can practice, attorney chat, attorney help. All the stuff is right there. Let's go back over to the spreadsheets again. Here we are again at the spreadsheets. So if you haven't noticed where you are yet, let's just take a quick peek up and down. We'll go back to the top here. There's going to be some changes, so some of these names will change. If you notice that there's something for letters in here, that's because people have moved from group to group. You can slide it across at the bottom to the right to see what else there is in there. But those are the times that people have put in for their games. And it tells you how long your countdown is right there. Clock, time. So let's go down. There's group 2. Check it out, see if your name is in there. Group 3. Group 4. Group 5. Group 6. Group 7. Group 8. So that's 2 days, 1 hour, 34 minutes away. Wednesday, 1800, lobby 8. And then it changes to lobby 1. And group 9. 2 days away, so you can kind of leave some space. You don't need to chat in there right away to make up a bunch of stuff, take up a bunch of space in them, but you can notify the group. Just let them know what group you're in so that they don't get confused trying to talk to the wrong people. All your information is here for group 11, 2100, 12, Wednesday, 2200. So you got to remember your games are played between Wednesday and Sunday, and Sunday sometime the new groups are made, and by Monday you know for sure what you're doing and who you're playing, unless something has conflicted it, which like today there was a confliction with something in the forums, so some of the names and groups weren't quite fitting in properly to what they were supposed to, but we're sorting that out as we go. Appreciate everybody's help with this. It makes it easier when you're communicating with your group and the people that you need to talk to. If you don't know how to do stuff, we will answer the questions for you. There's group 14, 1. Lobby 7 for group 15, Thursday at 5, 2 days, 12 hours, 32 minutes away. Group 16, 17, group 18. Let's go open something up here. Let's see. So we got group 19, there you go, lobby 3, Friday at 0. Right, if you're kind of confused about the times and whether they work for you, you can go down to your settings and info page, pop that up, come on over here to the world time clock buddy and go in and take a look. Now one of the things you'll need to do is just double check your rules. Right? Double check the rules, because some of the rules might be different from this tournament to the last tournament, which they are. Come on, rules. Are you working? There we go. Okay. For the regular part of the tournament, from 1 to 7 weeks, except for a qualifier round is in this one, which doesn't say it at the top, but it does say it further down. So go on in, look at your rules, make sure you read them up, really important. You got your sign-up procedures, your points and placement information. You got your qualifying rounds. You have your bounty points, your round setup. It explains how to do all these things. Come on into the rules, make sure you read it up so you know, so you can answer questions of people that haven't looked at it yet. Makes it easier for everybody. Most of these rules are pretty simple to understand. You have swapping groups information, you have the ready up procedure. Game is void if people do not ready up right at the start. You can restart your game right away. New code in the lobby chat. You have to have 4 human players minimum. Just remember that, 4 human players minimum. Pinging for game starts within a few hours. You know, that's what we usually do during the game times. It's just ping each other, let each other know that we're ready in our game lobby and that we'll be there. VC and chatting. This is a tournament where you're allowed to VC and chat. Please do not talk about the gameplay and who you're going to team up with on other players before your game. Only do it when you're in your lobby, before your game and in your VC. You can start then collaborating with each other and making deals. Should be reminded just to be a little fair about it. You know, you got to do what you got to do to win, But you can use your emotes, you can use your VC, you can use your text to make deals and try and collaborate to win the game and get as many points as you want. So this practice round, this qualifier round, is exactly that, to learn how to use the tools that you have. There is a chance that you might be sitting for a while, so this event allows for draws. All remaining players must agree on finishing placement positions. If the decision is not unanimous, the draw will not occur. Any bounties unclaimed will remain unclaimed. Only placement can be decided. A draw can only be offered after a minimum of 1 hour of gameplay. If you disconnect from the game for any reason, you will place where your AI finishes. You can claim bounties that your bot achieved, but that will rely solely on if they can be proven. There's no alt accounts, guys. Just use your main name, because there's going to be streamers working to take video, and they're going to be doing some live Twitch streams, so make sure you use your regular name. There's no alt accounts allowed. If you were disqualified from the Risk tournament before, or the Risk Legends tournament, you may not be able to play in future tournaments. And then you got your winner roll rewards, all the information there for your prizes. Some really awesome sponsors. Thank you very much to all the sponsors who were helping out. Some great cash prizes, and there's going to be Champions Discord roles and Nitro. There you go. You've got all the information you need there. Let's go back over to the time converter for a second. Take a quick peek at that. Remember, you turn it to 24-hour clock. You're going to put in the time zone that you have here, and then you're going to put in UTC, and then you'll be able to look and see where your times match up. Low times are early in the morning. High times are the late in the evening times. Round 1 is New York after the qualifier. It's Capital Conquest. There's going to be blizzards on. No fog of war in any of these games, so everybody can stream. Round 2 is going to be Italy, World Dom. Round 3 is going to be Arctic, 70%. Round 4 is going to be Emergency Call Zombies, Turkey, 70% domination. Round 5, Command Base Zombie, and 6. Round 7 is going to be Sea Grog's Fortress. Now, there was a change to this setup. Portals were on, but I do believe they've been changed to off now. Got to look into the information on that to be sure. So check your Discord information out, then you will know what is going on out there.